here from Little Salty Homesteader. I'm here today with Lily in the tomato patch. We are going to be harvesting the red onions out of this bed today. What?
I said, oh, red, because I said,
yeah. So if you've been following along this garden season, you'll know that the red onions were divided into a control and an experiment group, where the experiment group was topped, meaning the greens were cut off about 5 inches above the soil level, and then the control group was just kind of left alone. They received the same amount of fertilizer, water, sunshine, all of that stuff. Just that topping part is the only difference between them. So we are actually going to harvest this side first. This is the control group, and it goes all the way down to that red cup that is in the middle of the tomato jungle right there. So all of these onions that are within this range are part of the control group. We'll go ahead and get them harvested. We'll get them weighed out and get them put on the drying rack to begin curing. Pounds, 3 pounds, 3.6 ounces. All right, and now we're going to harvest this end, which is the topped half of the onions, and then we will get those weighed out and counted and give you guys the results. All right, so this is what we have conclusively decided. Topping onions does not help at all. In fact, it keeps them from growing bulbs completely, at least at the stage that I began topping. Maybe whenever, if you start your onions from seed as they're first starting to get the leaf growth, then maybe it's a good idea. Outside of that, clearly don't do it once they're transplanted into your bed. Alright, so while the results of that experiment are a little bit disappointing because I was really looking forward to having a lot of red onions, I'm not going to count it as a failure. I'm going to count it as a lesson learned for next year's garden. Don't top the onions once they're transplanted into the bed. We are going to probably continue the spooning experiment next year, and I'm going to change the location where I'm growing my onions. I'm going to grow them in the beds that are by the fence next year, because I think part of the reason the red onions are a little bit small is because they get the earliest shade in the day, so they're not getting as much sunlight as they probably need for full bulb development. So we're going to move them next year, see how that works out. But that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like to see how all my weird and random garden experiments turn out, please like, subscribe, and comment. Otherwise, until next time, go find a way to get those garden manicures. Yes, baby?
You said it's a failed experiment, but it's not a failed experiment.
Yeah.
There's never a failed experiment because you know how not to do it.
Exactly as she said. All right. See y'all next time. Bye.